We're watching a collapse in a healthy, holistic lifestyle. So, the ProHealth Lab is asking why and what's the value in redirecting it. Our mission is best two terms: preventive health. We're up to 17% gross domestic product paid for sickness-based interventional health. It's breaking the bank. Prevention avoids disease. It's more powerful. It follows natural mechanisms. It doesn't focus on drug, surgery, expensive tests. It elevates the role of the individual. The services are basically laboratory and clinical evaluation services, redirection planning towards holistic health. We'll look at lipid panels. We'll look at fasting insulin levels. We'll look at BMIs, blood pressure, factors that can be held out as signatures of superior health or health that's drifting in the wrong direction. We look at flexibility. We compare it to norms for age. We look at cardio. We evaluate the core radiographically for posture. We do a postural evaluation, a dynamic postural evaluation. So basically, we look at the parameters that are important for achieving superior health, often ignored by people who are drifting in the direction of illness affecting so many people. Typically, a patient would schedule at the ProHealth Lab. They would fill out a questionnaire, lifestyle questionnaire review of their habits, their attitudes, their lifestyle as relates to 5 important categories: your nutritional lifestyle, physical lifestyle, your sleeping habits and lifestyle, your response to stress or the attitude side of your health, and finally, we would also look at your intelligence as relates to holistic health. We also look at, importantly, the history of prescription drugs. As a result of the American lifestyle traps, let's say they start with a blood pressure drug, evolves rapidly to maybe a cholesterol drug, maybe another drug for exercise-induced soreness. Now it's an anti-inflammatory drug like ibuprofen. And it's another drug now, an increased dose for the cholesterol drug. In the meantime, they're fighting the battle of the bulge. Before long, they reach that level that's typical of the Medicare recipient. They're on 6 prescription drugs. Their health is headed in the wrong direction. They've nonetheless been embracing Western healthcare, let's say the sickness model healthcare, and yet they're becoming less and less healthy. Basically, the ProHealth Lab recognizes that the holistic direction, drug minimalization, natural pathways will always produce superior health. Years ago, I recognized, based on my experience, that the only way to achieve superior results in surgery is to add the holistic element. The people who have average health, they don't often return to full recovery. The people who are challenged with health, they have biochemistries that are not favorable, they have nutrition that are not favorable. You can never expect them to have 100% recovery from an orthopedic trauma and surgery. I have amazing colleagues that share the same perspective, not necessarily orthopedic, but in the field of eye, in the field of immune health, in the field of pediatrics, in the preventive cardiology. There's a growing cadre of physicians who recognize that we have a preventive mission. The hospitals of the future have to prevent disease. They can't just be here to receive disease. Reducing the burden of healthcare costs, rescuing our country from bankruptcy as a result of healthcare expenditures, it relates to preventive health. So what we're gearing up this year to accomplish is a holistic health educational series. We call it the ProHealth Education Series. It's 4 events open to the community, dealing with pertinent topics. It's hard to get people enthusiastic about drug prescriptions these days. But when it comes to redirecting the health of, let's say, teenagers in Summit County. It comes to moms recognizing that maybe ADHD doesn't have to occur in their kids. Teen levels of prescription drugs for depression, or kids that are no longer engaged in physical activity. It's easy to get people to support the missions of the ProHealth Lab because we all sense it. We all know that Park City represents a community dedicated to healthy lifestyle who can benefit anybody. And obviously, the earlier you become self-subscribing to Proholistic Health, the better.